Special thanks to Blue Blur for making this video possible. Opening gaming cinematics. They've been a staple of video games for quite a long time, but one that stayed consistent with it was the Dynasty Warriors series, even far back at its humble roots in Dynasty Warriors 1. On this list, I will only be adding the main series, and well, main series is like loosely, but main series in sense of Dynasty Warriors Extreme Legends, and Empires. I will not be adding Strike Force or any other spin-offs like Warriors Orochi, which has Dynasty Warriors in them. Next up, I'm only picking 10 because from like 18 or 17, I had to pick 10 was not really that easy. To some parts it was, but to others it was rough, which even forced me to watch the Dynasty Warriors intros like 5 to 6 times in a row, not just like day in, day out. And it was also a fun way to experiment which intro was really superior and which was like questionable. Next up, note this is my opinion. It's not yours, it's not Jeremy's, it's not Billy Bob's, it is mine. Because of that, you may disagree with some, or if I'm lucky, you may agree with the other. But so far, please, if you disagree or agree, sound it off in the comments in a polite and kind way. With that out of the way, let's go to number 10. Well, some of you may be surprised why it even made it on the list. Well, for the first thing, look at this. It's so beautiful. And look at that. It looks like some sort of Power Ranger transformation. This is so awesome. But it's on the list because it also just stands out a bit more than some others have done. But it's also on the lowest list because it just, as you've seen, it ended abruptly. It just stopped. It didn't give you anything. It basically left you blue-balled. And that's not good. Especially not for an opening cinematic. You don't want to be like wanting more. You want to be hyped for the game. And this one just gives you an uneasy feeling at the end. And that's not really comfortable. It's literally being blue-balled. Well, what do you think about the number 10 spot? Tell me about it. Alright, let's start with the good things first. This one is a good callback for longtime fans of the series. You know, starting with Zhao Yun, the Battle of Chibi, how the fire, everything looks good. Or dare I say, great. And also the part where Zhao Yun just murders a poor foot soldier. It's amazingly hilarious. But here's the issue. It shows off the two new Wei characters. They look like idiots in this opening, which they are not. They look so incompetent because they pale to Zhao Yun that he can fly through fire and they cannot even do anything to him. And also the music choice was alright, but nothing to put me hyped up. And the thing is, it feels like it drags on. And it's still like a minute 40 long, around that time, under 2 minutes. But how does it feel so long? And, well, it's just another Zhao Yun, which at this point we had enough. We wanted to see more cooler openings. But I guess that's it, I guess. Well, moving on. So why is this one above Dynasty Warriors 8? Well, first of all, it captures the feeling of this technology that the Empire series is known for. Since you make your own character, you have your own army, and all of that that's known in Empires. And it represents it here so well. And it doesn't make anyone look like an idiot. It makes people actually look like badasses. Even Sun Quan, even though he just destroys a table, but, you know, badass. And also, it shows that Zhu Shu is a capable man. Like, introducing a new character is important. And also the music choice is just really solid. It feels really homey. How do I say this? It's calm and yet a bit sturdy. Or how should I say it? It's like the calm before the storm style. If that makes sense. Well, that's my opinion. Oh boy, now I'm kind of excited talking about this one. As you can see, this is where the list starts skyrocketing up because of the cinematic quality which improved. Why do I think this one is great? Well, first of all, it starts so quiet and then goes into full energetic mode. It shows that neither side is bad, like bad in sense of no one is being an idiot in this one. Even though Wei is being wrecked at Hefei, but that is historically accurate. Hefei was the fight where Wei lost because of their folly in their strengths, because they believed they would outrun Wu and Shu, which both of them had great tacticians at the time. What else? Well, the music choice, superb. I'd say it was this calm before the storm, and then now it goes in rough. It also teases you with the new characters, which weren't in Dynasty Warriors 1. Frankly, that's not gonna say much, but it says enough. Cause I believe Zhao Yun wasn't in Dynasty Warriors 1, or at least not fully. And they added the one-man army himself, Lu Bu. And it also shows you a bit of the story, what happened, what they've done. And what else? It just doesn't feel long. Like this one's actually one of the longer openings with bashing 2 minutes or so. But it doesn't feel like it's dragging on too much. And we of course have to give it the limitations of the time. Like this was early 2000 or end of 1980s or so. But it felt good, it felt detailed, and of course showing the signs of each superb. Oh boy, this was actually kind of rough at the beginning, because I wasn't sure if Dynasty Warriors 2 was better than 1, or 1 was better than 2. But after careful thinking, I have to say I have to give it to 1. Cause they just won by a slim bit because of the choreography, the music. The FMV may not be the best, but at least they worked with the limitations of the time. And they started the long-time tradition of making opening cinematics. What else? No one is put in a bad light. Everyone has their badass moment, and no one is basically stupid in this case. Which, you know, Dynasty Warriors 8, which was my gripe. And as you can see, I'm taking a bit longer talking about the end of this first part of the list. Well, it's because it's only getting better for me. And I hope I managed to give you my thoughts as good as possible. Because frankly, it is kind of hard, kind of hard deciding which was better than the other, but I thought I had to pull through it anyways. And this one won because it was just above the rest. It was unique and it was great. Sadly, this means I have to make it a two-parter. I'm sorry, but this video took way longer than I actually thought. I hope at least that I could show you and tell you what I thought about each intro and why they were ranked elsewhere. I'd like for you guys to tell me in the comments below who's gonna be the top 5. And also, if you agree with my list or disagree, please tell me so in a polite and kind manner. I like to read what your thoughts are. And of course, please be patient for the next part of the video series, because this takes way longer for me to edit than I also thought, but I'll make it as fast as possible, voice over it and all of that stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you all next time.